Ellen Pompeo won't leave Grey's Anatomy, as that makes no sense financially. Everybody else would make money from my hard work, and I wouldn't. Ellen Pompeo has starred in Grey's Anatomy since its debut in 2005, and it sounds like she doesn't plan to leave the show anytime soon. Although Pompeo's character, Meredith Grey, has had less screen time since 2022, she recently shared why she has no intentions of stepping away from the ABC medical drama for good. That would make no sense emotionally or financially. The show was streamed more than 1 billion times in 2024. More than 1 billion times, Pompeo explained to El País. The companies that own the show and stream the show make a lot of money from our images and our voices and our faces. If I were to walk away completely, everybody gets to make money from my hard work for 20 years, and I wouldn't make any money, Pompeo added. To me, it doesn't make any sense that everybody gets to profit off of my hard work. And emotionally, the show means a lot to people. I want to have an attitude of gratitude toward the show. Created by Shonda Rhimes, Grey's Anatomy has run for 444 episodes as of April 10 and is currently on its 21st season. Cast members have come and gone in the show's now decade-long lifespan, but some of the more iconic Grey's actors include Sandra Oh, Patrick Dempsey, Chandra Wilson, James Pickens Jr., Kevin McKidd, Justin Chambers, Jess Williams, Sarah Ramirez, Jessica Capshaw, and Eric Dane. Elsewhere in the interview, Pompeo discussed why she decided to join the Hulu limited series, Good American Family. Well, this is a limited series, so I won't appear as this character again, she said. I was just looking for something that was very different from Meredith Grey, and this offer presented itself. In the glossy, high-stakes world of primetime medical drama, where heartbeats and heartbreaks collide under the glaring lights of operating rooms, few names carry the weight of Grey's Anatomy like Ellen Pompeo. For nearly 2 decades, she's worn the scrubs, carried the storylines, and weathered the unpredictable ER of Shondaland's most iconic series. So when whispers began, once again, that Ellen might be ready to hang up her stethoscope for good, she offered a characteristically blunt response that sliced through the speculation like a scalpel. That makes no sense financially. It wasn't just a line, it was a masterclass in savvy Hollywood survival. Because if anyone has learned how to thrive in the long game of network television, it's Pompeo. Everybody else would make money from my hard work, she said in a recent interview, and I wouldn't. It was a mic-drop moment, delivered not from an or platform, but from a woman who understands the intricacies of intellectual property, syndication, and streaming better than most studio execs. After all, this is the woman who negotiated one of the most lucrative television contracts in history for a female actor, reportedly earning more than $20 million per season at the height of her tenure as Dr. Meredith Grey. Pompeo didn't just play the lead, she became the brand. Her face, her voice, her growth mirrored the evolution of the show itself. Grey's Anatomy, without Meredith, would be like an EKG with no rhythm. So while she's taken a step back in recent seasons, trading in her full-time badge for a more flexible, executive producer-tinged existence, leaving entirely. That's not just personal, it's strategic. People don't understand the... Let's be honest, Ellen said with a laugh. Meredith survived a bomb, a plane crash, drowning, a shooting, and COVID. If anyone's earned the right to stick around as long as she wants, it's me. Still, her role has evolved. In recent seasons, fans noticed Meredith spent more time in narration than in action, appearing sporadically as she juggled family life and a new chapter away from Grey Sloan Memorial. But make no mistake, her name is still on the scrubs, and her fingerprint is on every storyline. Whether she's in the gallery or the boardroom, Pompeo still has her hand on the pulse of the show. Critics and fans alike have praised her ability to shape Meredith into a multi-dimensional powerhouse. A woman who endures loss, grows from grief, chooses herself, and leads with strength. It's no wonder the idea of losing her completely feels like severing the spine from the show's anatomy. Of course, Pompeo's shrewdness extends beyond her medical monologue. She's launched her own production company, is exploring scripted and unscripted projects, and remains a vocal advocate for equity and inclusion in Hollywood. But even as she ventures outward, she knows the value of the foundation she's built. I love storytelling. I love acting. But I also love not being taken advantage of, she said. If I left the show, others would keep profiting off my image, my character, my legacy, and I'd be left on the sidelines. Why would I give them that satisfaction? In some ways, Pompeo's stance is as much a lesson as it is a statement. It's a reminder to creators, especially women, that walking away doesn't always mean power. Sometimes staying is the power move. Remaining tethered to your creation, owning a piece of it, protecting your legacy. That's the real flex. She smiled during the interview, leaning back in a chair with the quiet confidence of someone who knows her worth down to the last decimal. If I'm going to fade out, it'll be on my terms. And my terms don't include leaving millions on the table. As for the fans, they don't seem ready to let go either. Meredith Grey is more than a character. She's a symbol of resilience, intelligence, and emotional complexity in a world often too quick to dispose of its heroines. So whether she appears once an episode or once a season, Ellen Pompeo has made one thing clear. She's not going anywhere unless it makes her sense, financially, professionally, and personally. And in a business built on drama, that might be the most refreshingly rational choice of all.